Okay, so we don't go through. You're placed in the top 16 this year. Come back next year to try again. Thank you for competing. Hi guys, we are done with Kanto. We dealt with the rampaging Pharaoh, and now it's finally safe to go for a blimp ride, which will take us to the Orange Island. Or so we would think. On the blimp, we bump into some old friends of ours. Team Rocket was there. They have hijacked the blimp and they challenged us to a battle. They sent out Arbok, we sent out Muck. And Arbok goes for Wrap, we go for Body Slam, Paralyzing, that's perfect for us. And speeding up, Muck just makes its way through the team. Lickitung comes out, Muck beats it as well, and also the Weezing is coming out with its pretty high defenses, but Muck is doing a real good job here. We're switching Muck out with Tauros with the Earthquake, and that's it for Weezing. They try with the Victory Bell. Tauros does a Horn Attack, and we have beaten Team Rocket. But then Meowth says something alarming. This doesn't sound good. Uh-oh, what's going on? I think we're going in for something, guys. We crashed. Conveniently though, we crashed into Valencia Island, the island we were supposed to go to anyway. So we go to Professor Ivy in her laboratory, talk to her, a little dialogue, and then we go and pick up the GS ball, the reason we were here. She tells us about the league though, so we're going to challenge the gym here. We're going to Tangerine Island, and here we are up against some thugs who are harassing poor Lapras. This was happening in the anime as well. It was 3 dudes who were like tormenting or like harassing Lapras, and then Ash and the gang came along, took care of them. And after they had done it, it was like Lapras was so scared of humans. So yeah, they brought it to a Pokemon Center, and of course Team Rocket came along and tried to steal it and all of that. But in the end, as we can see here, Tracy think I'm going to take it as well, trying to do something to it. But he says, "I'm sorry, I thought you were going to take it." And yeah, in the end, Lapras decides to go with Ash. So Ash now has a Lapras, and we do as well. And we're going to Meekan Island. Meekan Island is the first island with the gym. But first we're going to this strange little house. Inside of it we meet the gym's little brother. He's pretty annoying in the anime as well. So yeah, we make quick work of him. Pikachu just thunderbolts its way through, and we are ready for the gym. So in the anime, what's special about the gyms in the Orange Island was that it wasn't regular battles. It was like competitions. Like I think this gym, they had a target, like they did target shooting on empty. What was it, like cans or something? And it was a tie, and it had to be settled with a race. Blastoise versus Lapras, and Blastoise using Ice Beam won the race. In this ROM hack though, it's all about battles. So we choose Bulbasaur and Pikachu for this water gym. And she has the same Pokemon as she does in the anime. First one out is Seadra, which is trying to set up its speed as it's already faster. That doesn't make any sense, and Bulbasaur just does some grass things to it. That's super effective, and Seadra goes down. Out comes the Blastoise, and I was kind of scared for Ice Beam here actually, but it uses Water Pulse. Unfortunately confusing Bulbasaur, but I managed to use Leech Seed, and Blastoise is now on a timer. Unless it can beat me, I'm going to win. And I have Synthesis, so this is advantage for me. It tries with Skull Bash and different things, but like as you can see, every round I gain back health. And just to rub it in, I just go overkill with the Synthesis. I could have used the Energy Ball here just to finish it off, but I wanted to humiliate her a little bit. That's not a good sport, but I did it anyway. So Blastoise goes down to Leech Seed, and we have our first gym badge from the Orange Islands. After the battle, we make our way to Naval Island. Not much is going on here. It's a big cave here, though, where it's a lot of trainers inside. This trainer is not from the anime, they just put her here, so it's kind of filler to get your Pokemon up to speed, I guess. However, this trainer is in the anime. This is a girl with all of her Pokemon from like a steamboat or something, which had the voice acting with her Pokemon, and she had a Raichu who was really shy, but in the end she overcome it, and yeah, kind of a filler episode, but her team was interesting. This dude, he was searching for the Crystal Onyx. That was a cool episode, check it out. This third trainer inside here, she was a water specialist, and she actually battled Misty. It was this whole thing, but they were both adoring Golduck, but both had Psyduck, and Misty's Psyduck ran away. And everybody thought it was... This is not from the anime, though, none of these trainers. But the water trainer, the Misty's Psyduck got away, and then suddenly a Golduck appeared, and everybody thought that Psyduck evolved, but it was just a wild Golduck, so yeah. Anyway, we're on the top of Naval Island, and this is a gym battle. This battle in the anime, I think the first part of this one was to go up to the mountain. The second part was to make like a sled of ice, and the third part was to race down the mountain, and in the end Ash won the batch that way. Yeah, anyway guys, as you can see for this video, I'm trying a new approach. It's a lot more editing and a voiceover in the end as well, so it takes more time to produce it. But just please leave a comment if you like this better, or if you prefer the other way to do it, like just regular gameplay. Because yeah, this takes much more time to do, so I'm not sure I have the capacity to do it, but if you really like this approach, I'll do my best. Anyway, as you can see, this is all the Pokemon he used in climbing the mountain. I think it was Nidoqueen actually who did Ice Beam and made the sled, and he had some of his Pokemon in the sled as well. So yeah, as you can see, he's using Scyther. I'm putting out the big guns now. Charizard, and of course Flamethrower. Scyther has nothing to bring to the table when I use Flamethrower. So his last Pokemon, I'm just learning Fire Spin first, is an Electrode, and that's kind of scary if it uses electric moves. So I switch to Bulbasaur, and it does actually go for Discharge, and it paralyzes Bulbasaur. So I revolt to my good old strategy, Leech Seed, and Electrode is on a timer. I'm feeling pretty confident now. I would have anyway, but as you can see, Light Screen, Light Energy Ball does very little damage. So I'm just doing Synthesis, playing very conservatively here. Like I could have probably just, yeah, as you can see, used Return all the way, because I'm getting so much health back from Leech Seed. Anyway, just to rub it in, I let Leech Seed take care of this, and we have our second gym badge from the Orange Island by beating Gym Leader Danny. By the way, the Gym Leader sprites is exactly how they looked in the anime, so that's why I don't put any picture of them out. So then we go to the 7 Grapefruit Islands. In this episode, there was a Snorlax wreaking havoc, eating all the fruit on this 7 fruit island. And he was done with one island, and they were like, oh, finally he's done. But then he just swam over to the other one, and he started eating everything there as well. And here it is, Snorlax in the end. Ash actually caught it, and he had a Snorlax on his team, the powerhouse. So we got to Trovita Island, and here it's a fun thing. Here is actually Lorelei from the Elite Four. In the anime they called her Prima. I don't know why they didn't just go with Lorelei. Maybe it was some confusion in the translation from Japanese to English. Anyway, Pikachu just beats her Cloyster. Ash loses big time in the anime here, but Pikachu is a beast for us, so yeah. Already, guys, the third gym. None of the trainers inside here are canon. They are not from the anime. They are just here to level up your Pokemon a bit, so yeah. And actually, where I'm from, in my country, they never aired all of the Orange Islands. I have never seen this third gym battle. I don't know how it went, but I knew it had something to do with Squirtle, and I just wonder if this was actually a regular battle. It feels like they just experimented a lot on the Orange Island with the battle format, and I'm so glad they didn't stick with it. I'm glad they stick to the regular battles. It's much better, I feel like. It's a winning formula, Pokemon, the battle system, so never change it. Anyway, as you can see, Snorlax is doing his work by making his way through the team. Actually, that Exeggutor is a bit scary with Psyshock. Luckily, though, I paralyze, and I just barely take it out. And his last Pokemon is a Starmie. Now, I decide to let Snorlax faint here because I'm so scary it has Psychic. I have 2 poison types left. So, as it goes for Thunderbolt, I'm a bit more confident that it doesn't have Psybeam, and I also do a lot of damage. So, but then it confuses me, and I'm parafused. That's the worst thing, confused and paralyzed. And I can't seem to break out of anything. But of course, Muck pulls through like always. And we have beaten the third gym, and we have our third gym badge already. After the battle, we go to Ascorbia Island. There's a lot going on this island. First, we visit a fire department with Captain Aiden and his war turtle, who is currently missing, so we have to go find it. I travel all the way up here to find a person who has 4 Golduck and is not in the anime. Luckily. Anyway, after we beat her, we make our way through the forest, and here we meet 2 trainers who have a Nidorans. They were in love, and a lot happened with those 2. I don't bother talking about it. This guy was on the island where Snorlax started eating everything and stuff, so I haven't seen that episode, so I don't know much about it. Anyway, our old friend Tracy, who is actually traveling with Ash at the Orange Islands, decides to show up, and yes, brought his new Scyther. This guy is interesting. He has a Poliwrath. This is actually the episode where Charizard started listening to Ash. That's a wonderful episode, and it's so... yeah, it's just so good. This dude is a rancher. He has to... I'm not quite sure what he does. He does something with the Magnemites, moving them from place to place. Anyway, we find the thieves, and of course it's Team Rocket again who has taken the War Turtle. So what you know, guys, we have to battle them, and I choose Squirtle, of course. Very symbolic. And I decide to go for the Shell Smash strategy. It's kind of risky, but it has proven fatal or lethal for us before. But then Arbok goes for Double Edge, and I just, oh my god, I have to attack now. Going for Scald, and I'm preparing to sweep the team. But then Victreebel shows up, and I'm like, oh my god. My setup is wasted. But then I remember I have a Charizard. I'm just sending it out. Team Rocket are kind of done for it now. Flamethrower takes care of Victreebel. And the Weezing comes out, another flamethrower, and Weezing barely survives using smokescreen. I don't miss, I take it out, and then Lickitung arrives. And I don't miss now either, but it paralyzes me. Still though, I'm faster, and I just take it out. But oh my god, all the flamethrowers from Charizard makes the building on fire. But then Aiden comes and just puts out the fire. Perfect. And then we learn in the episode that it's actually three firefighting corpses. It's Squirtles, Wartortles, and Blastoise. With that, we're going to Kumquat Island. Here we meet a guy who is actually called Poncho. He has Diglett and the Trio. And what do they do? I'm not quite sure. I think they did something cleaning up Voltorbs or something in the city, but I don't remember. I have seen everything in the Orange Island, but not in my country, as I told you. I've seen it later on English, like the English dub, so... Yeah, anyway, these two trainers are not canon, they're not in the anime, they're just here to level up the Pokemon. With that, we are ready for the 4th gym leader. And she has an Alakazam and a Marowak. We have Snorlax and Squirtle. What are we going to do here, guys? I feel like we need to protect the Squirtle. Let's do that. Yes, an Alakazam and Marowak goes for Endeavor actually. But I feel like protecting was the right thing to do. And now we go for a Shell Smash. Psychic coming up, but Shell Smash is there. Luckily the Alakazam is paralyzed from the Body Slam, so we will outspeed anyway. So, yeah. It's only the Marowak left, and we have used one Shell Smash. And I think Scald should be enough then. It is! And with that, we have our 4th gym badge already. All the gyms done. Or it's actually one left. Or I'm not sure if that was a gym battle or not. Anyway, we're heading to Pomelo Island, where we are greeted by Misty, who tells us that you're not ready for Drake, you have to battle me first. Yeah, I guess I have to do that then. She sends out Goldeen, as I'm choosing Bulbasaur. Going for Energy Ball. First she does some damage with Fury Attack. Energy Ball one-shots her Goldeen. Energy Ball also one-shots her Staryu. She brings out Psyduck, which is not a Golduck, it is Psyduck. Energy Ball, oh my god, confusion. Don't worry then. Energy Ball one-shots, but her last Pokemon, guys, is so intimidating. It's a Poliwag, level 9. Level 9, come on. I guess this is because she's going to use it later in the series. That's the only reason. We beat Misty, and with that, I think we're ready to take on Drake. After some training, maybe. I think we need to train a bit. After some leveling up, we go to register for the battle at Pomelo Stadium. This battle is actually the first 6v6 battle in the entire anime, at least the first for Ash's part. Drake, are you ready, kid? It's about to get interesting. Prepare for the toughest fight of your life. Okay, let's see what you have in store for us. Drake sends out Ditto, level 55. Oh, it's pretty high actually. We have Pikachu though, we have Double Kick, which does not do enough. Ditto transform, and we're speed tied. Luckily, we win the tie, and we have taken no damage in the process of defeating Ditto. But then Onix comes out, and we need to retreat, bringing out our secret weapon, Snorlax. We have a strategy with Snorlax, but Onix actually does decent damage. We go for Belly Drum. As Snorlax digs, Belly Drum cuts the HP in half and maximizes attack. It's kind of scary though, we are left on low HP. Even though Snorlax has low attack, it almost takes it out. We rest, we have a Chesto Berry, and we are at full health with max attack. Onix defense is crazy high though, so I don't think Crunch will want it, and it doesn't. 2 hit, we have 2 hit. It hits a stone edge, which is unfortunate. But we crunches and it goes down. Next one out on Drake's team is Electabuzz. We go for Body Slam, hoping he doesn't have a fighting move. It doesn't, goes for Thundershock, and Electabuzz fades to our Body Slam. And then in comes the most infamous Dragonite. This thing is a beast. It has 10 moves. Hyper Beam, Water Gun, Ice Beam, Slam, Dragon Rage, Thunderbolt, Body Slam, Skull Bash, Agility, and Thunder. What the heck? Confirmed, Drake is a hacker. Anyway, we have maximum attack and we rest to gain back our health and we go for Body Slam. Can we do it, guys? No, Dragonite survives and I just noticed it's level 60. He goes for Thunderbolt, we go for another Body Slam, taking it out, but we are on really low health and we're not the fastest. But you know, maybe we can do it anyway. Maybe Venusaur doesn't have a great attack for Snorlax, but it goes for Double Edge and we are out. So, luckily we have Charizard. Charizard versus Venusaur, that's all day in the week should be a victory for us. And I figure, why don't we just go for workup? And it goes for Vine Whip, so we can actually just set up for free here if it keeps this up. Going for another workup, it goes for Solar Beam. And I figure, let's not test the luck anymore. Let's go for Flamethrower. Flamethrower takes out the Venusaur. And Drake is down to his last Pokemon, which is a Gengar. What will it do? We go for Flamethrower. Let's see. Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb does a lot. Flamethrower, can it take it out? And it does. And with that, guys, we have actually beaten Drake and we have won the Orange League, gaining a trophy as well. So yeah, this was Ash's first big victory. And yeah, that's the sort of how we won in the Indigo League. I guess, yeah, Hall of Fame. This is our team. Snorlax, the man, and Pika did something, and Charizard also. Perfect, League Champion it says. Anyway, you beat Drake, go back and tell Oak about it. Okay, we go back, but first we go to the Element Islands, where we have to calm down 3 legendary birds to save Lugia. So we calm down Articuno, we calm down Zapdos, and we calm down Moltres. And then we're heading back to Pallet Town, where we are headed straight into Gary, who wants to battle us finally. Okay. Time to have the first battle against Gary Oak then. Gary brings only one Pokemon to the table, his newly caught Eevee, and we have Muck. It goes for Skull Bash, raising its defense and preparing for an attack. But we have Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot is strong, guys, and Eevee survives. Okay, Skull Bash, it doesn't do enough, and Gunk Shot finishes the Eevee. So we have beaten Gary Oak. In the anime, Ash actually loses this battle. And then Gary tells him, I'm going to Johto. See ya! Which he also says here. We go into the lab, bumping into Stacy, who now works for Professor Oak. And then we're heading up. We talk to the professor, giving him the GS ball, which he then goes to examine. And he uses 1 second and he finds out, oh, I can't do anything with this. Ash, take it! Go to Johto, go to Kurt. Oh, perfect. That's where we wanted to go. That's where Gary's going. I think we're going there too. Let's go to Kanto, guys. But on the way there, something happens. Episode 1, we saw this one, and it makes a return. Guys, it's Ho-Oh. Level 50. Muck have to calm this dude down a bit. We are not going to catch it because we're playing as Ash, so Muck actually does pull through, beat it. Then we're running as fast as we can. We're heading towards Johto for a new adventure. I hope you want to join us there. I will see you guys soon. Peace.